Happy Monday. I don't know if none of these lights are enough, but today I wanted to come here and talk about what does impact it has being hard on yourself. I see it across all of you, myself included. We all have that trait that we sometimes really get lost and we get consumed in kind of our own thinking, and basically we just become so hard on ourselves. So today I'm just going to read. I have to have like the script here that I don't get lost. But basically today what I'll be talking about, what does it mean being hard on yourself? Why do you do it? What impact it has on you? What being hard on yourself has to do with your weight and your eating, and if you don't change it, where that approach is going to get you. So kind of firstly, kind of what does it mean kind of being hard on yourself? It just means that you're just being horrible to yourself. It means that you tell yourself, obviously, like typical wherever we read this, but that you are telling yourself things that you would never ever say to anyone you love dearly. But you think, it's just like all of us. Oh, I think it's like nobody can hear it. So it's kind of somewhere in the background chatting to me. And kind of what is that? It's the mindset. It's how we are filtering the information and how we are, hi Emma, you need this subject today. I'm more than welcome to talk about it. So what is really important is how we are filtering that information about us, about other people, and about our life and the world that we are living. So that means that it's very easy to focus on things that we are not doing right, that we're not doing it fast enough, that we're not good enough, that whatever we are doing is not the right way, it must be the other way. And what we are doing, we are digging the hole. I'm going to use this. We are digging our own black hole where we are just going to go and keep digging and digging and digging. And what we are going to find, we're going to find nothing. But we are still going to be convinced that we're not doing right, that we're not good enough, that whatever we are trying to do, it's never going to be the right way. And what you're going to do, you are going to focus your energy and your life by searching something that you're not going to even find. Because when we start seeking the information out there, what we are not going to do right, of course you're going to find it. Of course you're going to say, oh, my week has been crap and I haven't been tracking, I haven't lost any weight, oh, I'm never going to get there. And then it's a mindset. Remember that. So the mindset just means that just if you are having the same ability to find the negative things and things that you're doing wrong, you are having the same ability to look for things that you are doing right. So that means when you notice, and this is the really important thing, is like, what can you do about it? It's number thing, notice it's happening. Notice that noise. And just, I'm going to say to you, pen and paper and write it down or say it out loud. What is that you're actually telling yourself? So what that's going to happen is that you're going to realize that what you are telling yourself is far away from truth. Okay? You might say, oh, this is all real. No, but you are so capable. How you're capable to turn up to this call, how you're capable to sign up to this program, there is a desire. There is a deep belief that you can overcome whatever has got you. For example, probably because of me, it's probably going to be your weight, or it's going to be your fitness, or how you feel about yourself, or kind of whatever kind of triggered you in all my posts and kind of all what I'm talking about. So that means that you are absolutely capable to take action, to filter the information and to start looking for information, what you are doing right, what you are capable of achieving today. What is that one thing at the time, one step at a time that you need to accomplish? Not like, I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. This is too hard. Or why am I even trying this? Because it's not working. It's the part of the mindset, the filter. Just remember, it's a filter that you put in your, like in front of you. It's like, okay, I am feeling, just negative, looking for negative things. And how that, so let me just read to Jane. Hi, Jane. So lovely to see you here. My mindset has been negative for 2 weeks. Today I got up at 7 and I did 45-minute run. My week has started well. Must stop being so hard on yourself. Exactly. And the thing is you will notice. So why, so kind of why we do this, why we're so hard on ourselves, because it's easy. Remember, it's a habit of thinking. It's the loop that we have been doing over and over and over again for decades. And that where that it's coming, that someone has told us somewhere along the way that we're not doing things right, or you're rubbish, why are you doing that, or what's the point of you even trying, because you're going to gain weight anyway. So, or maybe you have been surrounded in the environment that has been negative. Maybe you are at this moment surrounded with negative people that are, constantly saying, criticizing and negative thinking, and just constantly focusing on problems and, focusing on things that are so out of their control. But that's why it's important to think about who surrounds you. Think about how you're going to spend your time and who you're going to spend your time with, because that will have an instant reflect on you and how you feel and how you start filtering that information. So remember, you have that thing that you're really believing it's true and it's absolute and utter rubbish. I can't do that. This is, I'm failing at this and I'm not good enough. I'm never doing anything right. It's utter rubbish. It's the same old story that we keep repeating. And I've been doing that many, many times until I started doing counseling and until I started digging and focusing what is actually that I can actually start changing my mindset. So it's the same thing that you can start pushing yourself, challenging yourself. Okay, oh, I notice now I've been really hard on myself. Okay, but in this moment, what is in my control? What can I do right now that is going to make me feel good? What is going to make my health move forward? What's going to improve my fitness? That's exactly in your control. Not thinking. Thinking is like, I'm going to say it's imagination. It's like living in a virtual world. Like when my son says to me, like, I want to play games. And I was like, I'm not going to allow you to play games. Why? Because I want you to live in real world. This is a real world. This is the same thing with you. If you get into your own head, that's not the real world. That's far away from what you're capable and what you can do to impact your life. And that's what you do, not what you think, but what you do. And by doing more is going to fuel you, inspire you, and you're going to see, oh my God, I've got this. Like Jane, you went for a run, 45-minute run. To do that, it's huge. And why you need to start celebrating and tapping yourself on the shoulder for being here, turning up every single day, or allowing yourself to have bad days and say, okay, today, what can I do? How can I filter the information differently? How can I ask myself different questions? What can I do today? What's in my control now? If you feel overwhelmed, what's one thing that you can achieve right now to just tick off for your own well-being? Where can I do self-care? Okay, one thing, rather than having hundreds of things, like hundreds of lists, and you do nothing. One thing at a time. That's all what matters. What I started doing, to avoid procrastination, I put myself one thing on my to-do list. I put the watch on and I kind of like, okay, estimate I need half an hour for this. I move my phone, I literally take it downstairs and put it in the cupboard so it's far away from me, because I am, like all of you, prone to procrastination, self-doubt. But I'm using all the tools possible that I know that I can overcome, that I can do, that I can take action. And I'm going to say to you, and every single day, I'm so proud of myself. I love myself, and because I love myself, I'm going to do what I need to do to keep myself in the best condition, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So the same thing with you. So if you keep being hard on yourself, do you know what this does to you? Increases your stress levels. You're living in an unreal, you're living in an imaginary world, so far away from the reality and what you're having all the potential to achieve. I'm not talking about work. I'm really talking about your fitness and your business and about your fitness, health, and well-being. What that has to do with your eating. Well, when you're stressed out, guess what happens? You want to eat more. Why? Because you're hard on yourself. So you basically start feeling, I hate the word victim, but it's like you become, well, like a victim of, let's say, victim of circumstance. I don't like that word, but I don't know how now to say it in a different way. But when you start feeling like that, you feel like life's too hard. My life is out of control. And then literally you sit there and you're going into, the panic and stress and anxiety and depression. Like if you're going through depression to anxiety, and then it just consumes you. And it takes away your power to open your eyes and say, okay, this is not what I'm capable of. This is just my head telling you, and it's just a habit of thought. But what actually can I do? What can I do right now? Get that out of your head and put it on a paper. Put somewhere, like you're having a whiteboard, blackboard, or whatever. One thing at a time. Okay, I can go for a walk. What's that makes me feel better? I'll always repeat the same thing. What works for me: meditation, journaling, self-reflection, self-awareness, going out for a walk, doing exercise, call a friend, tidy up, clean the house, have the house, that it gives you that clarity and the kind of air to breathe. Open the windows, get some fresh air. Have a shower, have a cold shower, wash your hair, like wash it off and start the day fresh. What are the things for you? Is it reading, going, talk to a friend, or helping out the like a poorly neighbor, or anything like that? Start kind of thinking about what can you do? And I want to remind you here, you can do so much. So much. What that has to do with your eating, when you focus on things that, literally the list of things that make you feel better, you will think less of food. Food is just there, and the thing is that's the thing. If you're having a habit to go towards food, you really start having a raised awareness of that you're not getting that feeling from food. You are getting that feeling from what food represents for you. And I just want to tell you that food will never give you the feeling. Your brain, your association with your eating is giving you the feeling. So you have to understand that it's basically coming from your own understanding, or that's the important thing. You have to start raising your awareness, raising your understanding how food impacts you. Because until this point, you were doing an automatic, you were an autopilot, and you would just do it automatic without even thinking, oh, I'm stressed out, I need food right now. Like literally, food, oh, I feel so guilty, oh, I'm horrible, oh, look at my stomach, I'm literally feeling fat and sluggish and disgusting, and and where's that all coming from? It's because it's coming from you spirally getting out of control. And if you're getting out of control, you are giving the power to your behavior. So what I just want to tell you, that you have to allow yourself to stop and reflect. Okay. Observe, notice, pay attention. You can write things down. I want you to, when you observe yourself, I want you to observe yourself like you are watching a movie. You're watching someone put the camera on you, and it's kind of like a commentary. Okay, I am doing this. Start paying attention. I am doing this. So for example, oh, okay, I had a really tough day at work, or someone has told me something that really pissed me off. Notice the stress level goes up. Where your head is taking you. I need food, or I need distraction. I need something to calm down right now. And then you have the urge, and then if automatically you're going into drink or behavior or whatever that is, that you become maybe self-destructive. Notice you go straight away to that thing to do the behavior, and notice what it feeling creates. Is it kind of creates straight away an instant of calm? You feel okay. It's kind of like the sense of, okay, you've got what you wanted, but then notice where you go after that. When you've done that behavior, do you feel calmer? Do you feel more content? Or that thing just spirally takes you out of there because when you reflect on what you did, you've completely disappointed yourself because you know that you shouldn't be doing that, and that's going to take you to that you're never going to lose weight, that you're never going to look how you want to look, that you're never going to get in shape, you're never going to get fitter and stronger. And then what it becomes is the kind of that lump over there that is that bubble of being so hard on yourself, and then you get stuck in there. And literally, I'm going to say that your head is like that, and you can't see anything, what's happening for real. And then you feel like you've lost control. So what is important for you to understand is if you want to observe yourself for 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, take notes. And literally, you can just make a loop. It's called a habit loop. Trigger, the urge, behavior, and then the feeling afterwards. It's actually going the same loop. You're going to have a different trigger. You're going to have maybe at the time you're going to have a different urge depending on the circumstance. Just notice it. Take notes. Observe it. How you eat, when you eat, why you eat the way you do, especially if you feel like out of control. So, and that's why kind of it's important, obviously, like, kind of daily habits. So, for example, I woke up this morning at 5 a.m., thanks God, and I sat down and I meditated for 15 minutes. I didn't touch my phone until 6:45, and 6:30, and I kind of like just kind of did the work, and I was kind of just reflecting, starting my day right. And it's the same thing with you. That's why it's important. How you start your day is going to give you the feeling. If you feel like overwhelmed, how about you move the exercise and the movement at the beginning of the day? How about you really pay attention how much you're using your phone? It's a trigger. You are literally triggering your brain with negativity and comparison and not being good enough because someone has done something more than you this weekend, someone looks better than you this weekend, someone is on the journey and they've lost more kilos than you or more weight than you. And then what do you end up doing? You're just being like triggered with all these things that are out of your control. That's why it's important you focus on you. Start talking kindly to yourself. Start focusing, what am I doing right? What I don't know yet. So when it comes to overcoming like the negative mindset, overcoming emotional eating, what have I not figured it out yet? How can I do that? What's the information I need to know? Like, there's so much lessons that you can learn in your current experience. But being hard on yourself is literally locking yourself up in a cage and just leave yourself there. You're not going to learn anything. You're not going to move forward from there. And you're simply just going to, give yourself abuse. I have to stop with that. You really have to, because it doesn't help you with anything, doesn't serve you, you don't learn anything from it. You just literally live under stress 24/7 if you do that all the time. And it's simply, what's the point? What is the point? So kind of being hard on yourself is, again, like as I said, what that has to do with your eating and your weight has everything to do with your eating and your weight. So that's why it's important that you start asking yourself different questions. Because this is the thing, is like whatever is happening in your head is literally conversation. Okay? So you're asking yourself questions and you're giving yourself answers. So if you ask yourself questions that you keep repeating all the time, it's literally like, okay, what's wrong with me? Well, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, can we start looking for what's wrong with me? And then you end up like spending a whole day to start looking, where am I faulty? Where am I broken? And where I need to fix today? It's the wrong question to ask yourself. If you ask yourself, what can I do today to improve my day? What can I do today to make it slightly better than I did yesterday? And just look yesterday and say, literally scan it. Okay, yesterday I was really stressed out and I felt really tired and I ate food all day. There you go, the answer. You were tired and you were stressed out. So what does that mean? Go to bed earlier today. Prioritize sleep. If you can have a short, quick nap, that's brilliant. And what are the things that are going to get you calmer? You need to know those things. I know for me, it's going out for a walk, it's meditation, it's journaling, it's self-reflection. And if I need, call my counselor and say, oh, I'm really bad, I need perspective. I need someone to tell me the perspective. So, and I'm here to tell you, oh, Jane, so let me just see. So Jane, really interesting that you get pissed off with someone or something and then you're ahead, and then you head for food or drink in my case. Yes, you're right, immediate fix, but then it's back into a vicious circle. Thanks. So this is the thing. You have to start noticing that, and you are here to learn. And because this is the thing, every single one of us deals with our own things behind the closed doors. And it's really important to know to pay attention. Jane, just take pen and paper, have your own journal, things that you're writing down, and notice, okay, there's something happened, and what is the urge? What's the next thing? That, I'm talking about the kind of negative triggers, especially because I think most of us are fine with positive triggers. Someone told me I'm looking good, and then you're like, ooh, okay, I'm feeling really good. So, you don't have the urge to go and eat, but this is the thing, awareness with self-compassion and self-reflection, that's how you learn. And you cannot learn if you put the blindfolds and pretend it's not happening. It's noise out there and you're just like, I don't want to deal with it now. I'm going to deal with what in 10 years. And, when I hit the rock bottom, do not wait the moment to hit rock bottom like I did. You don't need a breakdown. You don't need something really bad to happen to you to wake up. You need to wake up every single day into your life, into your day, into your power. That's the thing. You have got the power. You've got every single thing you need. I'm telling you, the tools and strategies. Are you going to use it? It will depend on you. I will always say, what is your why? There's no motivation. We're not talking about motivation. Motivation doesn't exist. It's basically for people who struggle. Use motivation as the word. I don't use motivation as anything. I get the job done. If it matters to me, if it improves my life, if it improves my health, if it improves my relationship, it matters, so I have to get it done. Fueling yourself, taking care of yourself will make an insane impact on your health and your well-being, but also on everyone around you, on your work, on your productivity, on your happiness, fulfillment, vibrancy, good energy. It all simply affects. So that's why you have to prioritize yourself and your needs first. So don't live in a denial that, or don't live in a lie that you need time for it. No, you have to prioritize it. You have to find time in your day when you're going to say, this is time that I'm going to do this. This is the time that I'm going to go out and do exercise and go and do for a walk. Why? Because everything that follows that, every single hour that follows that will be better. You'll be more productive. You'll be happier. You'll find things easier to do rather than, oh, I need time. And then what do? You end up scrolling the phone or start looking the Amazon, or you're going to buy, or you're going to check the news, and you're going to spend time messaging people or scrolling and, looking what else someone is doing. And where the time goes, literally 3 hours, it's down the drain. So that's where you're wasting your time. If you're not feeling good, that's where you're wasting your time. And I'm going to tell you, every single one of us is the same. I pay attention to it so closely. And the more I live this life, the more I'm in control over it. I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, phone away, literally away. Now it's literally downstairs in the kitchen in a cup in a drawer, because I know as soon as I finish this call, what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take a phone and just scroll it. I'm like you, but if I don't take that extra action to stop myself doing that, I'm going to be doing it just as you. But you might feel at the moment, or whatever is that you're doing, using distraction, procrastination, or tomorrow. What tomorrow? Nothing can wait tomorrow. Tomorrow is always in the future. You have to focus on your present. And you have to focus, what can you do today? And you can achieve insane stuff today. Not tomorrow, today. So, and then the final thing is, if you don't change this thing, being hard on yourself, where it will take you. It will take you backwards. It's like you are now sitting, it's like obviously you've heard that many times. You're sitting in a car, nobody's in a car, and literally the car is just going on a highway or motorway, whatever, and you're sitting in a back seat. That's what you're doing. And you're pretending, oh, wherever life's going to take me, I'll hope that I don't crash. You have to take charge. I know things are difficult and it's not easy what you're dealing right now. But just because you have, maybe this is the part of life that you haven't established yet. This is the part of life that I've invested my whole life to get in control. So don't be hard on yourself. This is something that requires time, requires learning, practice, and keep repeating over and over and over and over again. It's repetition is the mother of skill. This is a skill. Feeling strong, healthy, vibrant is a skill. It's not a thing that naturally comes naturally to people. For example, how did I get inspired to get into fitness and health? Because my mum is so unhealthy. She smokes since she's 14. She talks about dying since she's 40. She is very overweight, has diabetes, and cooks cakes every single week. I mean, come on. And then tells me that I'm so skinny and that I'm training too hard and starts giving me advice on my health. So seeing her, how much, it's very difficult to see. I see people in 30s who say that, they're feeling like they're 60. So it doesn't matter the age, you can massively improve your well-being and health. But you saying, oh, it's my age, oh, my life, oh, I'm a parent, I've got too much things to do, oh, work, whatever. This is just you having a different perception. You simply want to find a reason why you're not taking action. You won't find a comfort in not taking action. But I'm telling you, if you don't take action, you'll be feeling how you felt when you contacted me. Think about that moment, how you felt then. What was your ultimate pain and why you want to run away from that pain? This is, you and your health and your well-being and happiness is not a joke. It requires investment in time and prioritizing it. So, you really have to start thinking motivation. What I don't want ever to experience again. That's your motivation. I know I never want to experience it's just feeling like I can't get up I can't get up off the bed. I hate myself. I am very hard on my children. I shout, I scream because I'm unhappy. I want to walk away from everything. I don't want to feel like that ever again. So I'll do what it takes to feel good. Because I'm telling you, feeling good and waking up in the morning every single day and literally flying throughout the day is insane. It doesn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight for me. It happened over a period of time, and I keep doing the same thing what I've done, for years and years and years. So you have to stop being hard on yourself. It gives you nothing. It pulls you away from the reality and takes away power that you've got in your hands. So tell me, the comments, what are you going to do today? You going to be hard on yourself, or you're going to say, okay, I can do this. I've got this. What do I need to learn to overcome this current obstacle that I'm sitting on, that roadblock? What do I need to get skilled at? Is that how I talk to myself? Is that what I do every single day? Is it to become more consistent? What can I do to become more consistent? Is it to lower my expectations? Is it to lower the bar in what things I can actually achieve every single day? and focus on one thing at a time, or hundreds of things at a time, one thing at a time. And then when you start doing that and becoming consistent with that, you're literally just going to see how just fuels action, one thing at a time. So, yeah, I'm telling you, I believe in you. You're here for a reason. You are here to challenge yourself. And if that requires challenging your thinking, I'm saying to you, ask yourself different questions. Ask yourself questions that can give you the positive answer. The answer that you can learn from. The answer that you can feel empowered. Not like, oh, life's hard. It's not hard if you look for things you can learn and grow and get excited and bring joy to your day. Yeah, you can start looking for that. If you're feeling down, it means that you're looking in the opposite direction where you should be looking for. And that is really, really just as simple as that. If you can imagine, or if you're living in the feeling of that something bad is going to happen, and if you visualize in this very moment the happiest moment of your life, like the happiest moment of your life, and if you can bring that sensation and the feeling of happiness, that's it. If you can do that, you are capable in every single moment of your day and your life to visualize good, to visualize excitement and joy. But I think it's the older we are, the more we feel we need to suffer, we need to survive. Well, no, I disagree. I think we should thrive, we should learn, we should focus on education, getting better, or finding out how we can live a more fulfilled and happy life, and that's what you will get. So remember, where you're searching the information, that's what the information you're going to get. So don't go to dig the hole. Go and search for things that excite you, empower you, and move you forward. And I'll be here to remind you. So ladies, thank you so much for watching. It's been a long one today. But yeah, stop being hard on yourself. And remember, you've got the power. You can choose what you're going to do today. Make sure that you choose something good. So, sending you lots of love. Make sure you book your weekly coaching calls, and I will be speaking with you really soon. But make sure you leave the comments below, and I can literally see if you found this useful, or if you need kind of any help or any additional encouragement or anything that you need. So, sending you lots of love. Stay strong, and you've got this. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. As always, this Facebook never stops. Lots of love.